Hey, welcome back. You're watching and listening to Breakfast with me, Anne and Pip.
And joining us to go through some of the day's headlines is Noddy and Susan Holder.
Christmas songs of all time. Here's a clip from Merry Christmas, everybody.
1973 Top of the Popsies.
Yeah, you can tell by everybody's hair.
It's got hairstyles, isn't it?
It's brilliant. Did you ever damage your voice?
No.
Singing
Only
that line?
once did I lose my voice. He said he didn't know.
Of the year than Christmas. Do people still want you to sing
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody?
Yes.
Even though it was July?
Yes.
And you did?
Always. No, not always. But my trick was, of
fans.
course.
Great. Picking out for us. Susan, I know you wanted to talk about Priscilla Presley.
I always want to talk about Priscilla
She's a
Presley.
fanatic.
I am a massive Elvis fan, and I love the Elvis movie, the Baz Luhrmann movie that came out not that long ago. I thought it was actually... I was nervous about seeing it.
Oh, yeah,
because
Tom Hanks in it.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was playing Colonel
Great
Tom
movie.
Parker. Austin Butler played Elvis. And actually, as an Elvis fan, I thought, although they took certain liberties with, as you have to, based on Priscilla's book, which I read avidly when I was very young. But I think the story will be told, hopefully, faithfully, about... It's an amazing story Priscilla has.
The whole Elvis story with Priscilla
Incredible.
and Elisa Marie and
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, obviously,
Michael
Lisa...
Jackson.
Her daughter, she lost her grandson.
Her grandson,
she lost her mother
Lisa Marie's
this
son
year.
committed suicide the year before. Her mother has recently died. I've actually met Priscilla, and she was just grace and charm itself.
She's gorgeous,
so
and she's
beautiful.
a trooper, isn't she?
Yes.
She keeps on going.
We saw her in Panto in Manchester.
Oh,
White and the
right,
Seven Dwarfs. With Warwick
Or the
Davis.
woodcutter folk, or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Little
Little friends, as Anne
She
says.
was wonderful. To the press in the bar.
Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
She walks in.
Oh, my goodness.
And I said, look, don't look. She said, no. So, of course,
No,
me...
you have to.
Me
Yeah, I
being
know.
cheeky...
He sent me over.
I went over and we did a chitter-chatter.
Yeah.
And she could have been more charming. Never got to see him. I wish I had.
Yeah, you could.
You were in Memphis when he was in Graceland. You went past...
We were.
And that's
They
a line
didn't
in one
open
of
Graceland then, though.
No, they didn't open it. He was living there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's one of the lines in one of your songs, is the Hound Dog Singer's Home is in one of the songs, isn't it?
And we never got to see him in Vegas. This is very
How old is
funny.
Dick Van Dyke
I
now?
want to end up like this.
What do you mean, end up?
Dick Van Dyke, when people see Angeles and they confront him for autograph, he bursts into a song and dance.
Talk about giving the people what they want.
I want to end up like that and do a song and dance.
You do, isn't he?
Yes.
Have we got the footage of this? Have we got the footage of Dick Van Dyke?
I don't think we've got
Gosh, it's a shame we don't have it.
There's a
'cause
classic.
He did the
because
sort of Jolly Holidays.
Yeah.
when you're an old trooper on stage, you can't give it up. What any level of adulation, you just still want a bit of it.
Yeah.
And Norman Wisdom, when he got put in that old folks home down in, he was nimble.
Yes, he was.
could get
He could do all
through
sorts, couldn't he?
trampoline
Yeah.
downstairs and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't laugh at me, because I'm a fool. And then after...
Is this how you're trying to tell me? Is this what we've got to look forward to?
Yes.
It is like that, how he opens the fridge door, does 20 minutes,
Yes,
but the light comes on.
But you got to give it the old troopers. They never lose it.
And Christmas movies that we all love watching.
That's true.
Favourite Christmas movie?
Scene with Margaret O'Brien where they sing Have Yourself a Merry
There is some
Christmas.
great Christmas movies.
There are. Yeah.
Santa Claus the movie, I
like Santa Claus the
because it's a
movie.
proper Dudley Moore, and Father Christmas always looks
Very
just
well done.
exactly like you know Father Christmas looks. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and it's silly to ask your favourite Christmas song, I suppose.
Well, he has
You
got
know what
one.
my favourite is?
He has got one other than his own.
Yeah.
Go on.
Mariah Carey, All I Want, because it sounds like an old mount. She doesn't do stairs. Don't do stairs. One puppy.
Whenever
puppy.
can I just say, you're not going to get that. But we can go in the lyric.
Okay.
Can we just...
Did
can
you
we
used
just
to
get
have
that?
some riders?
Oh, yeah,
What
back
were
in
they?
the day.
Whiskers.
Oh, nothing.
I love them.
And a cheese sandwich. One promoter cut into the cheese. We used to mark
This
it.
is how to be a star. I can't tell you what a thrill it's been, Noddy. And Susan,
loved
of
it.
course.
I've loved it.
We've loved
Please
it. We've
come back.
loved you. But right now we've got to go to the... Hey, welcome back. You're watching and listening to Breakfast with Anne and Pip. And we're here in what we call the soft area.
It's Christmas.
Because we feel it is Christmas. And anyway, Noddy Holder's here. And we all
You
need
get a sofa.
to relax.
I never get to sit on the sofa.
We're getting some wonderful, wonderful comments from our viewers.
Oh, yes, so
for you.
lovely. This is from Sharon Noddy. Do say hello to her. Loves him, and the song is her all-time favourite. And then also Steve says, I was a DJ back in 1973 and played Merry Christmas by Slade many, many times. It's so great that Noddy is still here.
And Bob says, greetings.
Polly Filler, that's
Yeah.
a whole different
Whole other
That was a
conversation.
whole different day.
Bob says we all had lunch together and all my guys loved him. No ego at all. Really?
Oh, well, how times change. You ought to speak to Susan about that.
Yeah, well, I think
there's ego, but in a good way. Yeah. It can be managed.
Well,
there's an app come out, developed in America. Not the most noisy at home.
Listen.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Well, we talk over each other a lot.
We do.
But that's the thing. But I have to, otherwise I wouldn't get a word to you all the time. But something that what happened to me.
Oh, let's live it.
This is what happens all the time.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Gets me every time. We were doing an interview. It was a serious interview about your cancer diagnosis and your recovery. And then just to kind of throw us, he just did his. Can you do it?
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Oh my God!
Merry Christmas, everybody!
He jump every single time.
That's half power.
My friend. So he takes it and he went, "This is how you do it." And we were in a small bedroom in our house, and he opened his vocal cords and did.
We're very
Do you
impressed.
practice, Noddy, or exercise?
My guttural sound. I was only given 6 months to live.
No, that's amazing.
So I thought, if it's 6 months, it's 6 months.
Treatment he had that chemotherapy then, and then since then it's just like in our house. We just kind of came home and were sick. And I said
that shows how worried you were about their future.
And as well, listening to Noddy and the positive attitude, I mean, you must be able to relate to it because you've been so courageous.
And also, don't you think?
Yeah. And you don't need people asking you lame questions. No, that's true.
Particularly the media intrusion was.
Of course he did.
Oh, hasn't it grown back now?
I went down to had a COVID.
But then you had to live the quite wise. But I think we've got time to look
Sorry, we were
You've been it's so lovely to talk to
listening to you.
But you've been looking at the top 15 British traditions.
Yes.
And pantomime, which a lot of people in the rest of the world don't understand at all, is number one.
Yes. And the reason for this is
different. What would you put in?
Well, I'd put Midlands type food like
things like that.
I know.
That really makes me so upset.
I know.
I mean, we should do it. It should be part of the curriculum.
Yes.
Never mind anything
Welsh
else.
cheese making is. It's a questionable
You like
thing,
little bells
isn't it?
round your ankles,
Absolutely. I do
Waving your hanky in the air. I don't know. But things like afternoon tea is like that. They've got number 4 is sea shanties.
I like a good sea.
Your version of it even better. That'll be next year's
Noddy
Christmas
hold
number one.
Sea shanty. Yeah, that's
Polite, that's another one. We're always too polite. We always prefix a sentence with the word sorry.
That's a good one.
Women do that more than men.
And when people quick trip to Lapland. Because it's a sort of tradition in Northern Ireland that they take a group of Northern Ireland children to see Santa in Lapland.
Yeah, and these particular children have life-limiting and terminal illnesses. Our Northern Ireland reporter, Doogie Beattie, went along and he enjoyed it almost just as much.
What is a tradition, be it food or doing something at Christmas or something, that's particularly Midlands? If you've got any ideas, because we're having trouble coming up with something, do get in touch, GB Views.
I thought maybe faggots and peas or pork scratchings.
I don't think pork scratchings are particularly Midlands, are they?
We should know.
We should know. A balti is particularly well known in
love a
Birmingham.
balti.
There you
Might
are.
have that tonight.
Anyway, do get in touch. First of all, here's your weather.